B&B TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist, that 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear, about 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. Know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. In my American Cholo exposed video is the topic of discussion. My exposing American Cholo video is the topic of discussion, my G. So let's get right into it. Now, we all know and see I did a video recently called Exposing American Cholo. Exposing American Cholo. And in that video, I spoke on, just how Mexicans, a lot of Mexicans have a deep disdain for black people. They have a deep hate within their culture for the melanated people, for the first. You understand what I'm saying? And it's being brought to the light more and more. More and more. Now, the video I did called Exposing American Cholo, it got a lot of backlash. It got a lot of backlash. People are mad on my Mexican accent. People don't like my Mexican accent. People don't like my sombrero. My sombrero, they don't like it. They more mad about how I speak in my Mexican accent than addressing the racism for Mexicanos to black people. It gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in a rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business TV, we definitely scratching the surface. Now, I want to play something for y'all. I want y'all to hear the disdain in this young man's voice. I want y'all to hear the hate in this young man's voice. And it's furthermore exposing. It's exposing my ideologies. It's exposing the truth on why I say Mexicanos, they hate black people. Mexicanos, they don't like black people. And let me say this before I play this video. It's never all. In any situation, it's never all. You understand what I'm saying? There are always exceptions to the rules. There will always be exceptions. So I won't say all Mexicanos, but for the majority, they don't like us black people. They play both sides of the fence. We're gonna get into that. Let me play this for y'all so y'all can hear the disdain in this young man's voice, and we're gonna get into these multiple different angles, my G. God.
Well, we don't want to sign to no blacks.
Right.
Southsiders do want, guess, I don't want to speak on that, but we don't want to sign to no blacks. You know what I'm saying?
Is that because of the prison? It's not a racist thing? Help me understand, because when you say that out loud, it sounds crazy.
It's because like this. It's like this. It's like, I go to jail, I rock with my race. Mm-hmm. I eat with my race. I do things with my race. So it's like, I'm here, I conduct business, I do things with my race. Like we integrate and whatnot, but why would I have somebody in charge of my music career if I'm already programmed a certain way? I'm already institutionalized a certain way. Why would I? You get what I'm saying? That's just my mindset. So I'm like, nah, we wouldn't do that. And most of the homies would think the same way as me. They're gonna agree with what I say.
So like, you wouldn't sign with somebody if they were unaffiliated. Like, let's say Diddy wanted to sign you to Bad Boy.
Me personally, I'm not trying to sign. Me personally.
Oh, you see that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Did you hear the disdain? Did you hear the hate? Now, I hear a lot of pride and love for his culture, but a lot of hate and disdain for the black people, man. You understand? It goes on land, feet to land, as well as in jail, in the prisons. There's no camaraderie between the black and the brown. There is no friendship, my friend, between the black and the brown. Oh, it's never been. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my first angle, my G. My first angle, my G. And that's the smoke in the mirrors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let go. The smoke in the mirrors. Now, for a long time, Mexican people have had disdain for us. But in society, in the light, outside of the home, they act as if we are friends. They say, black man, let's be friends, black man. You black, I brown. Let's be friends. Let's get together. But secretly, they have a deep hate and disdain for us. Because this is what it is. A lot of Mexicanos, the majority of the Mexicanos that come to America, they don't identify as Spanish or Mexican. They identify as white and Caucasian when they go to the job sites. They identify as white and Caucasian when they go through the census. So when they come towards us, they have it's like they imitate. They imitate the Caucasian. They they do exactly and they act exactly how they see majority of the Caucasians treating black people, and they feel like they team up with the Caucasians in jail as well. There's never been one riot where Mexicanos and black people join together in jail. It's always the Mexicans and the Caucasians against the black people. So there's been a huge smoke and mirrors. It's been a lot of hiding behind what you feel. It's been a lot of throwing rocks and hiding your hand. You understand? Because in public, out in the open, you want to engage in hip hop. You want to be close up under, black people. You want to learn how to be cool. You want to dress like us. You want to walk like us. You want to talk like us. But inside your homes, your abuelas are teaching you to hate. They are teaching their babies to hate. You understand what I'm saying? I like to play. It seems like a lot of people have more of a dislike for my Mexican accent than they do for the actual fact that Mexicanos, and the truth, that Mexicanos have never liked us. And I'm not going to stay on Mexicans. I'm going to move on to Africans next. I want to talk about Africans. But right now, we're going to talk about the Mexicanos and the Latinos. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my second angle, my G. My second angle, my G. And that's just who is savage. Mexicanos always like to point out, hey, black people, you live in a hood. Hey, black people, you live in poverty. Hey, black people, you are savages, and you kill your own people. And we look at each other and we say, wow, man, it's black on black crime, man. We need to stop this. And we get to looking around and we start feeling like, man, why are we killing? Why are we doing this to each other, black people? Well, let's look at the Mexicanos. They flee Mexico and come to America for a reason. It's not just for more money and better work. It's because the Mexican cartels, or the law, the government, everybody is filthy and dirty, stealing money and killing Mexicans. Now let me take it a step further, right? They don't just shoot blocks up. They don't just do drive-bys. These gangs and these, the Mexican gangs, they come into a village, they kill everybody. They chop off limbs and they hang them from trees. I've seen pictures because I have Mexican homies that I used to work with on the shipyard in Philadelphia. So I know. Ernesto know. Okay? So our gangs, and I'm going to apply this to a lot of other, we're going to go further than Mexicanos. But our gangs are near as savage as the Mexican mafia. Our violence towards each other is not near as savage as what goes on across the border in Mexico. You don't see Americans flooding the border to come to Mexico. But you see Mexicans flooding the border to come right here to America. So if you're going to come here, you got to show some respect. We built this land. And you could, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We're coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my third angle. My third angle. And that's the new slave. The new slave in America, my friend. If you ask me, I'm going to say it's the Mexicanos. In America, you have to shed blood on this land to get respect. In America, you have to understand the rules and the regulations before you get implemented into the real thick of things. We have went through slavery. We built America. We have invented so many things that circle the globe 1,000 times. Light bulbs, refrigerators, for example. Wrenches, things like that. Our inventions circle the globe. Let's talk about Mexicans. They come here, they say, oh, you guys don't want to work like us. You guys are lazy. You got me, I want to work. You guys don't. No. We done already did the work. See, if it wasn't for the work that we put in, y'all wouldn't even have a America to come to and to work and to live. America would be a fifth world country if it wasn't for FBA, if it wasn't for foundational black Americans. Not Caucasians, not Mexican, none of that. You understand? So when you come over here and you cross this border and you get the running off at the mouth, you get the disrespecting, somebody got to address this. And it's not just the Mexicans. I'm only going to talk about the Mexicans. And now we're going to move on to the Africans next. Oh, Africanos. We're gonna talk about you Africans and how you move over here on this land. It is what it is. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. Hey, my Mexicano friends, you are straight raw, my G. My friend, I give it to you straight raw. Straight raw, my G. So I didn't want to ramble and, just go on a rant. You feel me? I wanted to kind of line these things up for y'all. It's getting deep. It's getting wicked. Because Mexicans are now saying that they deserve some type of reparations. We're going to get into that next video. You don't deserve reparations, my friend. You done nothing on this land. I talking like this, hoping you can understand the words to the coming from my mouth to your ears. Oh, no. It is what it is. I didn't want to go on a rant, but I wanted to break a few things down. Listen to the hate in that man's voice. Listen to the disdain in his voice. We don't want to sign the blacks. Why we got to be black? Why are you talking like that? But when I call you a Mexican and I talk like this, you mad. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times. You already know this is Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Dang.